To read any text file in Python, we have two ways. One is using Python's built-in functions. Another is using pandas package. The most widely used method to read any text file in Python is using Python's built-in functions. So that is what the method one is. What we need to do is we need to open a file, read the content and close it without fail. Again, it has different modes like read, write, append, and if we add plus in that mode, it will be used for read and write both. The only difference will be like in W, that is write mode, the data will be overwritten, and in A mode, it will be appended at the end of the file. And B stands for binary mode. It means we can read binary file as well. Again, we have different ways to read the content from a file. It is read, read line, and read lines. Read, it will be used to get all the text from a text file into string format. So it will read entire content at once. Read line, it will read individual line one by one in string format. And read lines, it will read all the lines at once, but it will provide the output in list format. So every new line will be considered as a new element of the list. And method 2 is pandas library. So let's see method 1. Over here, we need to open a file first. So this is the command to open a file. Then we need to read a content from that file, and then we need to close that handle without any fail. Okay, and then we are going to print the content. In this second case, we are using with context manager of Python. Advantage of this with context manager is we don't need to close the file manually. So it will take care of closing the file, opening the file on its own. Again, this particular line will be similar to this particular line. Then again, we are going to read the content and then print the content. So over here, dot read will read all the lines, all the content of text file in one go. Then over here, we are using dot read line. So as I have mentioned earlier, it will read every new line one by one. So that's why we need to store it in different variables like f1, f2, f3, because I have 3 lines in that text file. Then the next one is read lines. So in this case, it will read all the content at once, but it will provide the output in list format. So if we print lines, so like over here we have stored this content of read lines in this lines variable, and if we print these lines variable values, it will be like hello world comma, this is a sample text file comma, this is the file that we are going to read. Okay, so this is the list output that we will get using read lines method. And then what we need to do is like for line in lines, print line. So then we are going to print individual line separately. Then in this portion, if you want to read any text file having comma separated values or tab separated values, that's also feasible and possible, but I would recommend that please do not go with this method to read such comma separated or tab separated files, because for this purpose we have CSV reader option, we have pandas package, which will be very good options to deal with such kind of the files. Okay, so like these are the different ways through which we can represent those comma separated, tab separated, pipe separated files. Okay, then let's see the method 2. So in that case, we need to import pandas package, then pd.readcsv, which is the command that we are going to use to read that text particular file having header equal to none. So if you have any header in that text file, you can mention header equal to true, else it will be none, and then we will print the content and it will be in the format shown on the screen. The difference over here is whenever we are going to read anything using pandas package, it will be mostly in the data frame format. Same way, we have another option pd.readtable, through which we can read any text file as well. And again, content will be in the data frame format. Okay, so 0 is the column name, as we have not provided any column name over here. So every new line will be considered as the new row. So this is the first row, second row, third row having column name equal to 0. That's it for the day. Thank you everyone for watching this video.